House to Home, brought to you by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
To end the holiday season with the most valuable gift there can be, which is information, I have my good friend Gina here from RE/MAX Diamond Realty, Guam.
Free information.
And that is the best
kind.
kind. Well, what's better, free information or free food?
That's a hard one.
You can have an appetite for both, certainly.
That's right.
Okay, well, we'll tell you.
I'll take both. You're right.
Let's talk a little bit about real estate as we always do, and then we'll go get cookies.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds
Free
good to me.
cookies.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's the end of the year, and I always try to get myself organized because you hit the new year running. It always feels like you do. And so I always tell people, especially when it comes to real estate, during this time, right after Christmas and before the new year, you really should sit down, make sure you have all your documents in order. So if you've bought real estate this year and you don't know what a HUD document is, you should. Mm-hmm. Because basically that's that statement that you got that told everybody how much you paid for the property and all the fees that were incorporated into the transaction. That HUD statement shows you everything. And there's a lot of things on that HUD document that you could actually deduct on your tax bill if you bought real estate. There's a lot of stuff on there that are tax deductible.
Now, as important as that is, Gina, I'd say the majority of the people that we've spoken to here, everybody seems to think the date when tax season officially really begins is when you get your W-2 in the mail. And that's usually, early part of January, maybe midway through February. When exactly?
The deadline's the end of January.
Okay, so when exactly does the real estate bill come out in relation to when most people get their W-2s?
So if you're talking about real estate tax bill, I've noticed the government of Guam is mailing them out earlier and earlier. So right about December, so it's always in line with, and I think of that as a gift. If you have a real estate tax bill, you have real estate. So that's always a good thing, especially since Guam real estate taxes are so low. So right around December,
you can't have a cavity without teeth. That's
right. Yeah, exactly. So your tax bill should have come out in December. Okay, if it hasn't, you should be getting it in January. If you haven't received it in January, you need to go to Revenue and Tax, and you need to ask for that tax bill because they say it's your responsibility to go get your tax bill if they don't mail it to you, if it goes to the wrong address. And I have noticed that transactions we closed a few years ago, the tax bill is still going to the old seller. So yes, it takes time to get the addresses corrected and the name of the owner corrected. So if you haven't gotten your tax bill, and it's going to be January by this weekend. If you haven't already gotten your tax bill, I would say go in now or sometime next week and say, listen, this is my lot number. I want my tax bill. Because you should already have that.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully people got money for Christmas, which makes, paying that bill off a little bit more tolerable.
Or if you financed it and you have an escrow account as part of your loan, it's going to get paid, but it won't get paid if they're not sending it to the right people.
Good point.
Yeah. So if people want a list of what to put together, to start their tax season off correctly, they could email Liz or myself at the RE/MAX office, or they could just call us and we'll give them the information.
Okay, what is that number very quick?
Well, they can call the office at 479-9532 and ask for Gina or Liz, or they can call my cell directly, which is 687-8885.
Put that in your bookmarks, in your contact.
Absolutely.
In your cell phone. Okay, let's talk about a different topic now.
Yeah.
Landlords.
Yes.
I want to kind of cover a little bit. Most landlords I've noticed here, they can be young people, they can be older people. In my experience, they're among the older demographic because they're looking to get money, in their later years.
Yeah.
If you're a landlord, how do you go about appointing somebody to act on your behalf? Maybe I want to take vacation. I might be sick if my tenant needs some help or everything.
Or you just need a break and want somebody else to do it for you.
Yeah, and somebody may have to go out to the house, or somebody may need to pick up a check. But I want to make sure that if they go there, my tenant doesn't think I'm trying to hose them.
Absolutely. Well, from a landlord's perspective, and from the person who might be helped, like for instance, it's your property and you ask me to do you a favor, I would want that in writing. I'd say, Jace, write a letter and tell me exactly what you expect me to do or don't do. Because sometimes it's like, yeah, you could pick up the rent check, but don't do anything else. So put it in writing so that everybody knows what their responsibilities are. And if you're not going to have that paper notarized, at least have it witnessed. Because, I'm pretty good
So that means get it notarized by a certified notary public.
Or just have some independent person say, yeah, I witnessed this document.
Okay.
So, you know, I can sign it and somebody else who's there will witness it and say, on this date, I witnessed the letter. So when you go to make the collection or when you go to do items, you've got something in writing. I've had people ask me to do them favors, and I've done it. And then they get upset because that's not what they expected. What I thought they asked me to do, you know, this is always family, right? What I thought they wanted me to do was not what they expected. So get it in writing so it's clear and nobody complains. And especially the tenants. You're right. Imagine walking up to somebody's door, knocking on the door and saying, hey, I'm here in behalf of so-and-so. Well, nowadays, that's kind of tricky.
That can make for an awkward situation.
Absolutely. Okay. Get it in writing.
Well, thank you so much. And we are ending a year on a very informative note, as I said. And now we are going to go get those cookies.
Absolutely. Free cookies.
And
Thank you.
Pumpkin spice latte, I would assume.
Okay. That sounds great.
All right, everybody, stay tuned. We got some cookies to do, Gina and I. We'll be back.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you.